Hello, Eagles. Welcome back for another story time. Are you familiar with the Little Red Riding Hood story? Well, our characters today, Cat and Dog, are going to give us a slightly different version. This is the cat, the dog, Little Red, the exploding eggs, the wolf, and Grandma. It all sounds a bit complicated to me. You'll see little word dots here. Shows you which character is talking. Our author and illustrator are Diane and Christian Fox. Little Red Riding Hood. There once was a sweet little girl who lived with her father and mother in a pretty little cottage at the edge of the village. She always wore a red cape with a hood, which suited her so well that everybody called her Little Red Riding Hood. What's this? It's a story about a little girl who always wears a red cape with a red hood. Cool! I love stories about superheroes. What's her special power? She doesn't have any special powers. It's not that kind of story. So what happens? Well, one morning, her mother asked Little Red Riding Hood to take a basket of eggs, butter, cake, and sweets to her grandmother. So kindness is her special power. Does she hypnotize bad guys into being nice? And what kind of candy? Look, do you want to hear this story or not? I think Cat is getting upset trying to read the story. So, where was I? Little Red Riding Hood was on her way to Grandma's house when she met a wolf. A wolf? Excellent! They're always the bad guys in the story like this. I bet she zaps them with her kindness ray. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Oh, she does not have a kindness ray. She has a basket of eggs and butter and cakes and sweets. How does she fight crime then? Does she have a cool kind of flying gadget basket? Are they exploding eggs? There's no kindness ray, no flying basket, and no exploding eggs. She's just a sweet little girl with a terrible fashion sense on her way to see her grandmother. Okay. So let's hear the rest of the story. Well, the wolf asked Little Red Riding Hood where she was going, and she said, Grandma's house. So the wolf said goodbye and secretly headed to Grandma's house. Hang on. Why doesn't the wolfman try to eat the hood girl then and there? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? How should I know why he didn't eat her? I wonder why the wolf prefers old ladies. Anyway, the wolf arrived at Grandma's cottage and saw the old lady lying in bed. She jumped up when she saw the wolf and locked herself in the closet. I think the wolf needs to think bigger if he's going to be a supervillain. Maybe he could rob a bank on the way to Grandma's house. Are you listening at all? No special powers, no supervillain, and no exploding eggs. Yes. Does he look like he's listening? Okay, so Grandma leapt up out of bed and locked herself in the closet to be safe. Then the wolf put on some of Grandma's clothes and climbed into bed, waiting for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive. Hang on. So now you're saying he does want to eat her? Yes. Anyway, this is my favorite part. She arrives and said, What big eyes you have, Grandma. And the wolf replied, All the better to see you with. She's not very bright, is she? I mean, if there were a wolf dressed up as my grandma, I might have noticed right away. And Little Red Riding Hood said, What a big nose you have, Grandma. And the wolf replied, All the better to smell you with, my dear. Let me see that book. And she said, "What big teeth you have, Grandma." And the wolf said, "All the better to eat you up." Yikes! Run, doggy. But just at the last moment, Little Red Riding Hood's father arrived and chopped off the wolf's head with an axe. And they all lived happily ever after. I'm not sure that the wolf was very happy in that ending. So let's see if I have this right. The Red Hood is on her way to help an old lady when she meets the Wolfman. He has an evil plan. He likes to dress up in girls' clothes and eat people. He and Red have a big battle, and Red's father puts an end to Wolfie. Well, yeah, sort of. That's how it goes. It's not a very nice story, is it? Are you absolutely sure this is a children's book? That's it. I'm leaving. Find your own book to read. Just one last question. What? Is Grandma still in the closet? Look. Shoo, bonk. Ouch! Cat threw the book at him. Do you think Grandma's still in the closet? Uh-oh, look at that. Hello? Hello? Is anybody going to let me out? The cat, the dog, Little Red, the exploding eggs, the wolf, and Grandma. What a mixed up version of Little Red Riding Hood. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, Eagles.